Hey y'all, welcome back to another Bryce is Right. Hopefully y'all having a great freaking weekend, or starting off a great freaking week at this point. I know some of us are enjoying some nice weather. Some of us need to be staying warm. It's a little bipolar out there, y'all. But 2024, whew, man, it's starting off with some mild crazy. I mean, just insane. I mean, like I said, my head's spinning constantly, and I'm questioning my reality left and right, kind of going back and forth. And now that Apple's released these Ready Player One headsets, I mean, what is next, y'all? Alright, if y'all could go ahead and smash that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and hop right in, y'all. Let's get it. He just got, maybe the river was up or something. Dang, that's different. I feel like that's almost a different picture though, right? Maybe not. More and more of those are popping up. That's the third one of those I've had on my videos now, y'all.
Are they going away? They're going away.
Oh, come on. Man.
Are they going away? They're going away.
It kind of looks like a cloud, right? Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Electric vehicles were out in the 1800s. 1870s to the 1890s, there were electric vehicles, right? So if there were electric vehicles at that time, and we were all about saving the planet, why didn't the electric vehicles roll out faster? Well, they didn't roll out till the time in which they were needed, when the climate was under stress and everything else. So same thing with the digital currency and all the digital this and digital that. It all rolled out at a time in which these devices can sync up to that, and they can all be interconnected. So think about it that way when you think about anything that you see, just like the Titanic thing.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The Titanic thing is coming out exactly at the same time when supposedly that FedNow thing is coming, right? They've been talking about that, the FedNow, whatever nonsense. You just so happen to do a Titanic incident at the exact time when you try to roll out the FedNow situation.
I'll have to look into that.
See the dots? That's why I say connected.
I like that dude's content though, for real.
Airplane, you dingus. It goes up in the sky, take you a fly around. What do you think it is, a kite?
It's like whenever I throw the discus, it's out of there. Yeah, I used to throw the discus. Got some gold medals back in my day.
Does it look like it's rotating?
Yeah.
Tell me what you guys think.
Looks like a frisbee. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, y'all. This new headset, Ready Player One gone wild. Like, so it's not just that your truck is driving itself, but you're inside the zone, like the Minority Report style. And like, what? Like, we finally made it to the future, y'all, is all I can say. It's 2024, that's it. Watch, you'll see in a little bit the dude gets arrested for doing that. At least, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's what it said, at least. That's creepy.
Who's that? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't do it.
I'd be shooting every bullet I had. And that ghost can still get away.
Someone's there. Hello?
Hello. Hello, sucker. It's gonna talk back to you.
Dude.
That's odd, though. Is that skirt?
It's just in from South Texas. Do they pose a threat?
Shout out to Texas Ghost Hunters.
What do y'all think this is?
Almost looks like the jellyfish thing.
UFO. You guys were seeing a UFO. No, it's not. Look at my camera, Jess.
Zoom in.
Come closer to us. Look at my camera, Jess. It's a UFO. You guys were seeing a UFO.
Dude, where's my car where they're in the cages?
Look at my camera, Jess.
Can't go anymore. John William Scott.
Come closer to us.
I don't know what that thing was. It was different. Did that thing just appear out of nowhere? That's gotta be one of his buddies, right? Yeah. Montana.
Y'all see this right here? Washington State faces first outbreak of a deadly fungal infection that's on the rise in the U.S. Cases of Candida auris have increased every year since 2016. Experts say it's only a matter of time before they report it in every state. 4 people in Washington have tested positive this month for a rare fungal infection that can be deadly. This is the state's first known outbreak of the fungus called Candida auris, according to Seattle and King County health officials, though one locally acquired case was detected there in July. Before we go any further, have y'all seen this show right here, The Last of Us? Just saying. The pathogen is resistant to some common antifungal medications, and it tends to infect people with weakened immune systems. It's often detected among hospital patients who use catheters, breathing tubes, or feeding tubes. So 3 of the people that tested positive, they're patients at this Kindred Hospital, Seattle First Hill, just by like routine screening. The 4th patient had previously received care at the Kindred, but tested positive at a healthcare facility. Check out my little graph right here. So as of December 2022, it had been detected in 36 states. The CDC recorded almost 6,000 infections from 2013 to 2022. Well, the CDC is blaming it on the healthcare facilities. Just saying, man, that show The Last of Us, some kind of fungus just spread across and everybody turned into zombies pretty much. Just saying. Not going to give you any spoilers, but go check it out.
Y'all be careful out there. Stay clean.
Welcome to American Airlines.
For one, that dude's head is like turned all the way around. But, like, I mean, you can use duct tape on anything. I mean, it's just like that Flex Seal stuff. But, let's get back to it.
We are sorry.
All right, I'm going to level with you all. The most important thing now is that you remain calm. There's no reason to panic.
The delay. We will have your flight ready for boarding momentarily.
Right.
Thank you for flying American.
So I don't know if y'all have ever seen this, but the whole beehive synchronizes and puts out a frequency vibe, you know, to scare off predators and such. It's pretty awesome. That's real unity. It's like that beekeeper movie. Alright, pretty good. Dang, it's doing that swirl. Looks like Cinnamon Toast Crunch almost.
This is a rapidly growing, accelerating organism. How it's growing this fast, I have no idea.
Dr. Abrams was trying to pass on as much information as he could to us who were working in the ambulances.
Take the camera, and I'm going to document everything that I see here. If you find this tape, just please get it out.
I mean, he was giving us drugs just to try and stop the flow of people that was coming in.
This is Dr. Williamson, communicable disease. You believe you may have a bacterial case?
Not one, 30.
What?
I hate that he didn't survive.
I got 30 people in the waiting room of my hospital right now.
But Donna did, though. She's the reason we even have most of the footage we got. At the time, she was just this college student who was trying to become a reporter.
Good morning, Maryland. This is Donna Thompson, and I am in Claridge, Maryland. Claridge is the host of our annual Eastern Chesapeake July 4th party, and I will be here all day to cover the event.
Donna mentioned the mayor knew about what was being dumped in the bay and that something was in the water. Is that true?
100%. He knew about 6 weeks before when these 2 divers, their bodies were found.
Bodies of 2 scientists were found in the Chesapeake Bay last night after having been reported missing for more than 36 hours.
There was a report about it on local news, but nobody put those 2 things together.
The cause of death was listed as unknown, although medical examiners found numerous things on the body that might be consistent with shark bites. 2 scientists were oceanographers working to measure pollution levels in the bay.
The mayor had gotten this desalination plant put up, and because of that, they increased poultry farming. However,
chicken plants are putting chicken shit in my face, and they're killing it.
The important thing to understand is that the EPA continues to test the bay, and it's really their responsibility. It's their responsibility.
I hate that they just put responsibility off on somebody else. Like, you're the mayor of this town. You know, if something's running downhill, goes into the water and affects us, that's on you, man. You got to get the right resources in here to make sure we're all good.
Even with testing, there was no way anybody would have been able to catch what this was.
Lawns benefit from that. We have pools that are in operation. And last but not least, I don't know about you, but I think this is the best darn water I've ever tasted.
That scumbag told everybody that it was the best tasting water, and everybody just assumed the water was safe to drink.
Who was the first patient showing signs?
I don't know who patient 0 was, but my first patient was this woman.
I need my husband. I need to go to the hospital.
No, that's got zombie apocalypse written all over it.
You see this? That's a picture of the moon taken by an amateur astronomer. And that's a tower. That's a massive tower. Yeah, an amateur astronomer just posted images of a massive tower on the moon, and of course NASA's saying nothing. So the way the story goes, this person was taking some high-resolution images of the moon when they saw something fishy.
Look at that shadow.
This thing, right up there. Do you see it? It's casting a huge shadow. That is some kind of tower. It's hard to get a real close view, because let's face it, NASA's not taking pictures of it, and if they are, they're not letting anybody know. But this thing is huge, massive, and obviously intelligently made. Some speculations are it's at least 2 to 3 kilometers high. 2 to 3 kilometers high? That's huge, baby, that's huge. Just more proof that there's something going on out there, and we're not being told. They're just not telling us. What do you think of this whole moon tower situation there, Booskies? Let me know in the comments.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Oh my god.
Off of me!
Jeez.
Wait.
Oh.
Holy shit, that thing is bad.
Alright, Chihuahua.
Those things had killed off just about every single fish in the bay, and that was the size that we started to see coming out of people.
There's pain. There's something really wrong. Help.
We started seeing that stomach bulge in hundreds. It became a surefire sign that they were infected.
The 2 scientists that were found dead in the bay, they had found evidence of this weeks before, correct?
Yes, the oceanographers had found evidence of the larvae in several fish, as well as finding a lot of fish that had been eaten alive. The mayor knew all of this.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
But he didn't want to cause a panic during an election season.
So dumb.
Parasite larvae, it's a creature whose eggs are swallowed by fish, and then they hatch inside the belly. It's fun stuff. I've never really seen larvae like this, though. I don't know where the parasites are coming from.
Donna was actually the one who got the footage of the oceanographers. She pretty much made a backup of every bit of footage that she herself documented, especially after her cameraman was infected.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Getting goosebumps. That's like that noise that dude made out in the field the other day. Alright, so I saw this. I believe this was in Texas as well. It almost looks like they're on a cruise. Let's see what this is. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. That's wow. Looks like someone's flashing a light under the water. Huh. I wonder if it's like a submarine, maybe? That is too weird. That's out in the middle of the ocean. Or like at the coast off... Oh, man, I don't even know. It's like a square, like... I don't know if y'all know what that is.
Apple just got caught lying about their Vision Pro headset, and this one's pretty bad. Because recently Apple released some new photos of people trying out the product in which they're only showing half of it. I mean, initially taking a look at this, no wires, no battery, it looks pretty clean. Except for the fact that this is what the Apple Vision Pro actually looks like. It has a built-in wire, and that built-in wire goes into a mandatory battery that you have to carry with you. And the battery's pretty big. It weighs over half a pound. It's
calm the f down. I gotta get a pump.
It's entirely made of metal. You know, it's not super glamorous. So why, when I go to all these photos, am I barely seeing a wire? Or sometimes not at all. And when you do, the wire goes to nowhere. That is so interesting. And it turns out all of this was 100% intentional. Not only could these people not take their own photos, they had to be taken specifically by an Apple in-house photographer. Apple cropped out the battery pack in every photo. Like, it's there on the couch, you just don't see it. That's why, compositionally, this photo doesn't look very good. Here's another one where it just seems like half of the image is missing. Like, where's the couch at, man? In all these photos, there was only one I found where Apple forgot to crop. It's right there. You can see the battery pack. And guess what? It's not even that big of a deal. But the fact that Apple is intentionally hiding it and taking photos at angles is leading people to believe it's an all-in-one. It's super lightweight. It's great. No, this is Apple Vision Pro. This is what you're buying for $3,499.
Pause.
And Apple needs to own this instead of running away from it.
I mean, to me, it's like, that's like if you have that over your head, it kind of makes your face a little bit more rounded and those big eyes, kind of like what we think aliens are, right? I mean, if someone from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s came to the future, saw a bunch of us walking around with those on, they would think there was a new species on this planet.
Your profile.
This is from the 80s, y'all. They done tried to make something similar to that.
Presenting the Vista Mac.
They just didn't really have the technology back then.
The Vista Mac 2, a new...
They definitely needed more RAM and a better set of memory. Oh, here we go. See, look, here we go. Another Tesla. Dang, that's a big ass screen in that Tesla. I guess you could just be watching whatever.
Bro, it's been one day and we are already living in a Black Mirror episode. I mean, I've already seen about 5 videos that's just like, bro, what's going on? Look at this one.
Yo, what? I am not making this up.
I am a genius.
So I'm not tipping anymore. I'm done. I'm out. Used to be you would give a tip if somebody gave exceptional service. When was the last time you got exceptional service anywhere? And it's just expected. They bring you the bill at the end and they're like, here, just fill this out. 20%, 25%. No, you did your job. They made food. You carried it to my table. You got me a Diet Coke. Thank you. That was your job. You don't get 25% because you did your job. And I'm not the bad guy here. I'm not. If you own a restaurant, just tell me what it costs. I don't want people to go hungry. What does it cost for me to get my food, and also so that the wait staff doesn't have to join the cartel, do some Lord of the Flies, Oliver Twist? Like, I want people to be taken care of. Just tell me what it costs.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the service industry for 10 years, and I would take what I could get. I just wanted people to have a good experience. You know, even if people didn't tip. Some people can't afford to, but they deserve to get a good experience. It's just how I feel about it. I don't really necessarily like going to Walmart and doing self-checkout and it asks you to tip. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, what? Who am I tipping? Yeah. I hope y'all have all eaten.
Like, yeah, thank you, sir.
Damn, I hate these videos.
I just paid for the Belgian chocolate. That's it. This is wildin'.
Oh no. All the restaurants I've been to, I've never seen rats or bugs like that. That's wild. Must be up in New York.
Look at that nigga got Popeyes. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's a mouse, dog. That's a whole rat.
Oh. Mmm. Ah.
But I don't know if I'm tripping out or it's a fucking rat.
PJ.
Is it a rat or is it a dick? I don't know. You tell me.
Dang.
I'm sorry, NASA have just found what? This may genuinely prove there is life out there and that it is far more advanced than us. I can't actually believe that I'm saying this. No! What the hell? So, this right here, I'm sure you are aware, is the James Webb Telescope owned by NASA. This, of course, being the $2 billion telescope, which they dropped, of course. They dropped a while ago. And now it is in space taking some pretty insane photos, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen. It recently has captured something absolutely mind-blowing that scientists cannot get their heads around, and everybody is just like, what the hell is going on? Proxima b, the name of this planet, which is an exoplanet, in the habitable zone of the red dwarf star. Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to the sun. Now, how far away is this planet? Well, 4.2 light years, which actually, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that far. Now, for a while, scientists have been looking at this planet and been thinking, could this actually be a habitable planet? Could there be life on it? And well, we may now have an answer. But recently, on a photo captured, they seem to see city lights, like actual lights on this planet. Explain. Like, there was genuine light coming from this planet, and I'm not talking about just the star. There was tons, hundreds, thousands of lights like you would see on Earth from above. That's crazy. But on this other planet. So unless there is people here and actual city lights and everything, then what the hell is this? Please, can someone explain?
Yeah, I'd like to order one large person with extra people, please. White people. No. Black people. And Hispanic on half.
This is crazy to think, like, what if we're on the news on that planet? What if that planet is trying to find life out there and may have seen stuff about us? Like, it's just crazy to think. But of course, NASA are going to continue looking into this and see what else they find. Could this be habitable? Could there actually be life on it already? As always, hit that follow button and I will keep you updated.
Please do. And I wish you would send me one of them sweatshirts. They look comfy. That's got some color to it, right?
That looks just like my husband's. One-eyed monster, step right up.
Maybe a comet? A meteor? Did it just disappear? Alright. This is gonna give me freaking nightmares, y'all. Oh, man. You already gotta worry about freaking sharks. Now you gotta worry about squid coming up and trying to get you, man. Oof.
Hey, leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
That would be so freaking creepy.
What the fuck?
That's not what it looks like.
Oh, shit. I thought this girl was in the bar.
I would not jump in. I'd be whacking that thing's hands with my freaking paddle. Nah, I wouldn't really hurt it. I'd just be paddling the heck out of there. I'd be gone. Give it some dap.
Look how she's grabbing into the bar.
Oh, wow. I'm sure most of y'all have seen this video or clip at one time. Thing's creepy. Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Bryce is Right. Hey, I really hope y'all all have a great freaking week. I hope y'all are enjoying the weather in some places. To the rest of you, I hope y'all are staying warm. And of course, y'all know if y'all could go ahead and smash that like button for me so we can keep the algorithm going up. Of course, subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And please, man, go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's something you want to see that I haven't been touching on yet. And we'll explore it for y'all. Everybody else, We will see you on the next one. Alright, y'all. Peace.
Adios, turd nuggets.